Welcome back. One of Canada's leading marijuana companies has reported results today. As you can see, the market reaction is negative. Let's speak to the Chief Executive Officer of Organigram. She is Beena Goldenberg. Beena, thanks a lot for coming in. Okay, first the ugly news, I guess. The net loss was $23 million. That was deeper than the loss a year ago. It looks like an accounting loss. It's described as a higher fair value loss in relation to top-up rights of British American tobacco. Can you decipher that for us?
Certainly. We did the Motif acquisition back in December, and as a result of that, we issued shares. BAT has a top-up rights that they could top up for those shares, but while they haven't done that yet, there's an accounting loss. It's 18.9 million of that 23 million loss. So the reality is we have significant, excluding that accounting, significant lower net loss than last year.
And that's a non-cash item as well, so it would not affect cash on the balance sheet.
Absolutely.
Okay, better was adjusted EBITDA, which perhaps is a better way to measure the company's profit performance. I think our viewers know that EBITDA excludes interest, taxes, depreciation, and amortization, so a lot of accounting-style items. There, EBITDA was $1.4 million, a huge increase from the same period a year ago.
Well, that's correct. I mean, it starts with the top line. Our revenue was up 17% versus the same period a year ago. I think, again, part of the challenge is we have a seasonal business. So Q4, being the summer months, is always a high for cannabis. A lot of festivals out there people are enjoying. When you get into Q1, it's hard to see sequential growth because of the seasonality. But compared quarter over the same quarter last year, our revenue's up, our gross margin's up, our adjusted EBITDA is up. So we're pleased with the results and not with the market reaction.
I've never thought of marijuana as being seasonal, but what you say makes sense. It's largely an outdoor product. Is that fair to say? That's
right. I mean, there are some products like the gummies that tend to have a little bit of seasonality around the holiday period, around Christmas time. But absolutely, the flower, the pre-rolls, that all hits bigger during the summer months.
And how dramatic are the seasonal swings here?
Pretty dramatic for us. I mean, this is where, for our business, we tend to have most of our profitability hit in through back half of our year. That being sort of April through September is when we get the biggest sales through. April, the big 420 time, that's a big promotional time that everybody enjoys, and sort of that there is seasonality for sure in the business.
So Organigram describes itself as the market leader in recreational cannabis in Canada. What does that mean? That you sell more of that product than anybody else?
That's right. We have the highest market share in the Canadian marketplace. We are at #1 overall, but #1 in pre-rolls, #1 in in hash, #3 in gummies, #3 in flower, but #1 in milled flower. So we're between the #1 and #3 categories across the spectrum. And as a result, overall market share leaders, ahead of the next biggest competitor by more than 2 market share points. So, and we'll continue to focus on growing that market share leadership. We believe in that. And there's been a lot of cannabis companies that have left sort of the Canadian domestic market and went to chase international sales growth. And while that's important, it's also important to double down on the Canadian market because you build brands that way. And brands have longer term lasting. We have 2 beloved brands in our Shred and Box Hot brands. And, we're going to stick with focusing both on domestic and opportunistically on international.
So the conversation on brands is interesting. I think you and I have maybe had this conversation before. You're not allowed to advertise, so you can't build a brand that way. How do you build a brand?
So you could do anything in store. So in the retail stores, the cannabis stores, we do promotional, and that's why I talked about 420. We'll have some big promotional support behind our 2 power brands. And you could do online and promote it online. And there's quite a Reddit following online talking about innovation, new products, and we focus a lot of our attention on new products. We have some great new products in the marketplace today, especially in gummies. We introduced our new proprietary nano emulsion called FAST technology, and it makes product, when people eat a gummy, they get the impact 50% faster and 2 times higher. And so that's something we've done clinical studies to prove the effects. It's not what others have done. And so we will differentiate through innovation. We will build brands and continue to promote new ideas in the market.
In terms of strategy, what else are you doing to capture the benefit of being number one in recreational cannabis?
Well, listen, it starts with being the leader in your home market, but we look at the global market and it's getting more interesting, right? Every month, another European country is looking to go to medical market availability. We know that Germany is up 4 times the size since back April 1st when they decriminalized cannabis. And we're supplying to those markets. We're supplying to Australia and to the UK, but specifically to Germany. We invested $21 million in Germany, in an Insanity Group in Germany. And we have a great relationship with them. We're shipping them flower. That flower we expect to increase once we get our EU GMP certification in our Moncton cultivation facility. But more importantly, when this Sanity Group has applied for pilot projects which will allow recreational cannabis, and this gives us an opportunity to get our brands and our IP into that market. So that's pretty exciting to take our brand and take it global. We're
all basically out of time, but is the Canadian market growing or is it stable in terms of the size of the Canadian market?
Yeah, the Canadian market grew 7.7%, same 3-month period versus last year. And just so I want to throw one other thing out there, we have a follow-on investment from BAT, $41.5 million that comes in at the end of this month. That is done at $3.22 a share.
Beena, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Beena Goldenberg.